Welcome to the daily Gerry Anderson podcast after a short, unforgivable absence during the course of which you missed nothing. The presenter makes himself feel better today by lying about his underprivileged childhood and the Spartan conditions which he did not endure during his early formative years.
You were brought up with a bathroom.
I was not brought up with a bathroom.
Yes, you were.
We never had a bathroom.
You don't know what it was like to go out the yard.
There was a bathroom in our bedroom. There was a bath at the bottom of my bed. We didn't have a bathroom. We had a little place you went to pee.
Well.
And the bins were beside that.
Yeah, but you didn't have to go...
There was a bathroom on the bottom of my bed. There was a bath in my bedroom. And nobody used to go into it because people could come in and see you. And there was no water anyway. You had to bring it in a bucket. Don't be talking to me about... I know about hardship. You think I was rich? Do you think I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth? Do you think I was overprivileged? Do you think that? Is that what you think? Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
I deign to be so presumptuous as to suggest...
Had you used a Brock bucket?
Yes, we had a Brock bucket, which we filled regularly.
What they call in Belfast a skins bucket, wasn't it?
No, we used to have our Brock delivered. Because we were so poor.
That's not
to order 2 buckets
I forgot about that one.
What? You walked into that one, didn't you?
I forgot about that one. Who was that? John Lennon? May McFadden says.
No, I do believe it was Tommy Kelly.
Tommy Kelly, was it?
The late Tommy Kelly. We had our Brock delivered. I deign to be presumptuous, says a man.
Your levels are low.
Once again, the presenter tells a story that is deemed a lie by Coilus Interruptus. Seems that everything the presenter says or insinuates is received with suspicion. This hurts the presenter greatly, knowing as he does that even the occasional word of truth that he utters is also disbelieved. Interruptus will cry wolf once too often. Judgment is nigh.
You never had a back gate either.
I never had a back gate. We never had a backyard.
We had a back gate with a horse's...
Horse?
What do you call it? Horse's hoof? What do you call that thing? Horse's shoe. Horseshoe. Horseshoe nailed onto it.
I think you arrived at that lovely. May I just say that a lot of people don't realise the conditions under which we lived. We had never had a backyard, but we had a cat. And our kitchen looked out upon flat roofs. Right? Okay?
Yes.
In other words, and our cat, we would keep our window open at all times, and our cat would go out the window and go across the roofs and come back at a certain time. Mm-hmm. And one time there was a man living with us. We used to keep lodgers.
Yes.
And the man said, let me clean your windows, Mrs. Anderson. That's my mother.
Uh-huh.
And so he cleaned the windows of the kitchen and the place where the cat went out. So my mother closed the window to enable him to better to clean it. Mm-hmm. But we forgot about the cat. And the cat came back, and the window was so clean that he thought it was open. And the cat jumped straight through the glass, nearly killed himself.
That's not bad, but...
We were sitting there, we just heard this crash. And
he didn't break the glass.
He broke the glass.
He did not.
It just came straight. The big cat, he just held it.
You're lying now. You're lying. The cat...
Right, okay. Right. All right, think about this.
All right, right.
Okay, think about this. You've got a glass door out there, right?
What was the cat doing jumping?
No, the cat jumped in the window.
I can't jump in the window.
He jumped in the window because he had to jump across the jaw box onto the floor. So he needed to have he had to have a bit of a run.
Oh, I see.
He had to have a bit of a run.
Well, how did he get out? How did he get out?
He got out before the windows were clean.
How did he get out over the jaw box?
He jumped up on it. He took a run from the floor and he jumped up in the jaw box and then straight out the window.
Bounced on the edge of the jaw box?
Yes.
Get a grip
No,
of yourself.
He used it as a
springboard.
A springboard. That's the word I'm looking for. Thanks.
Don't believe that's you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies. Even simple things prove a problem. There's only one way to give out a phone number. What could be easier?
A calyptic is someone who's allergic to help, according to Kieran in Belfast.
Allergic to what?
Help.
Allergic to help?
No, sorry. Kelp. Kelp.
Kelp.
What's kelp? What's kelp? Seaweed?
Dulles, as they say in Enniskillen. Oh. It's dulce, yeah. Kelp. It's not dulce.
I don't believe that, do you?
Allergic to kelp. Why don't you just look it up, Emma, right?
What?
Calyptic. No, that's a joke.
I think so, too.
Allergic to kelp. What is wrong with her? Why did she look? What kind of staff do we have here? These people can't do anything.
What, do you want the number?
Yes. Why is it so difficult?
Has Martin got a pen?
Yes, I'm sitting here ready.
He asked for the number, so I assume he's got a pen unless he's a memory man.
Well, it happens often on this programme that people will
Will
ring
you
up.
just give the number?
People will ring up, look at a phone number, and you say, right, hold on. They say, hold on till I go and get a pen.
I'm like
Just
a
give the
coil
number, will
spring
you?
here.
Give him the number.
All right, then. I'm going to start now.
We're starting now then.
Okay. I'm going to start with a 0.
All right then.
All right.
Is
Right,
there
here
any
go-
more?
Yes, here goes.
Go ahead. You ready?
You ready?
Anytime you're ready.
Right, okay.
Go ahead.
Count 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Go.
Go.
0797
0797
327
327
0133.
0133.
Was that so difficult?
Oh, let's see.
That's the number to ring if you want to rescue a hen.
At least I've got the right number. And
That's it.
Sean didn't get the right number yesterday.
No, I rang the wrong number twice, and I kept getting a gentleman by the name of Eddie, who thought I was off my head. I kept offering him 6 hens. He thought I was mad.
Now follows suspicion of identity theft. My doppelganger is apparently doing Christmas ads on television and doubtless being highly paid. This occasions a pang of envy in the presenter's heart because there was a time when the doppelganger was him. Down with doppelgangers. Pay the original. Pay me. What about the people saying yesterday that I've been on the radio since the beginning of time?
Well, you've been on. I've been working out, you know.
That's probably
It's coming. That's coming near a time. It's
Gerry,
coming
I'm
very.
ringing this
It's just a
morning.
second, Robert. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Robert, but I just want to point this out to Gerry. It's coming near. There's a special number, special date, with a 0 on it, coming up for both you and I.
The anniversary of the Titanic sinking?
No, there's a 0 on it. It was you before me. I'm about.
You don't mean.
I'm about 2 years after you.
You're a liar.
Yes, coming up to you. A big.
Do you mean
No.
my time is running out?
No, that's. I'm not going to say how long you've been on, but it's between one.
Stop it. You mean to say, what you're trying to say to me is that I've been on the radio too long? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
No, is that what you're trying to say? Do you think it's time I should pass the baton? Really?
It's a
Nolan
number
Hinton.
between 2
Stop it.
and 4.
I don't want to hear numbers. I don't want to hear numbers. I want to hear what's in your
with
heart.
a 0 on it.
I don't want to hear numbers. I want to hear what's in your heart. I know it's a dark, unforgiving, black heart.
Angina's in my heart.
Also the angina. And I don't mind that because it may slow you down. That's a good thing. I want to hear what's in your heart.
What?
Are you telling me that you think it's time I
Oh no,
pass
no.
the baton to
no,
another?
No.
But there's nobody behind. There's nobody
I'm not
coming up.
saying that. I'm saying it's just coming.
Did you Ralph
to,
or somebody?
No, it's coming to a
What?
special year.
I know, but what does that special year mean? Does that mean I should stand aside?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
So they had to drag Jimmy Young
I'll,
out.
I'll know when to go.
Yes. So there you are. So it's coming a very special time. What about Robert?
It's very difficult for me to talk about this kind of stuff. You know how insecure I am, and you know how difficult it is for me.
I think it's this coming year for you.
You remember what Terry Wogan said about a certain presenter that he couldn't adjust to the dimming of the light?
Yes.
You remember? You won't name that presenter.
I've already named him.
When? Where? Bruce Forsyth?
No.
Wasn't him.
No, it wasn't him. No.
He said that Terry said that he couldn't adjust to the dimming of the day.
Yes.
That's a great way of putting it, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
But you see, I've adjusted to the dimming of the light.
Nothing
Because
wrong
my
with
light,
that.
do you know why, Sean? My light shines brightly still. Mm-hmm. My light is undimmed. Do you see whenever my...
Do you see the guy on the ad on the TV's the living spit to you? Have you?
No. No, I haven't.
Have you not?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you must look out for it.
Well, what ad is it?
He is. It's you.
Well, it's not
and
me.
for the life of me, my wife was saying,
it is,
"There's
maybe-
Gerry." Is that
Maybe
Gerry?
it is me.
Is it you?
Because I'm not allowed to do stuff like that. Maybe it is me.
No,
Quiet.
it's not you. No, this.
You sure it's not me?
It's not. But it's your brother. If you
Well,
know,
what's-
no,
what's-
it's you.
My brother.
It's
Well, what ad is it?
It's
what's it for?
It's a Christmas ad,
Might be me.
and it's people are singing, a lot of singing on. I can't remember what it's for. It's for one of the big stores. I can't
Doesn't
remember.
sound like me.
And there's a man sitting dozing. I know, a granda type figure.
Was that me, is it?
Sitting dozing at the fire. And
Oh, is that me, is it?
And the child runs up to the.
Is that me, is it? The presenter always insists that the listeners are treated with respect, even those who don't deserve it, of which there are many. Give me that man's address. Write that. Get that man's address.
Oh,
Will
we
you?
can't
Would
do
that be
that
too?
yet.
Oh, you can't do that.
Yes, we can.
Would it be too much to ask you to get
Was
that
Robert
man's-
in England?
Are you in England, Robert?
No, was
No,
Robert
I'm
in
not
England?
in England. I'm from the heart of the Mourns.
But were you ever in England?
No, he wasn't.
No.
No, you see, you're wrong there. You detected something in his accent.
Just to hear the wee. Just
No.
heard a wee.
No,
Just
there
heard a
was
wee.
nothing there.
Just heard a wee. That's
Are you
all.
going up at the end?
Aye.
A wee
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I heard that too, but I realised it was a slip of the tongue. It wasn't a real slip. It wasn't a real going up at the end of the sentence, which indicated that he might have been living in England for some time. It wasn't really one of those. It wasn't that, was it? You've never been in England.
No, I've never been in England, no.
You see,
that's just
but if
I
he
don't
had
live
been in
in
England,
England.
he'd be talking like that,
Yeah.
just a little bit, and he'd be talking just a little bit, getting up at the end like that. But he hasn't done that except accidentally for a moment. Okay, thank you, Robert. I know this is a confusing time for you.
We should set
Yes,
up.
it's very confusing.
We should set up a clinic for people who come back from England.
No, remedial centre.
Yeah,
A remedial centre
give
for
them back
people who
their
want to
accents.
who want to talk the way they used to talk
Yes.
before they went to England, because they're coming back talking like that, and everyone's wondering what's wrong with them.
Yeah.
So they want to teach them how to talk like that.
Just talk like that again.
And don't have to go up at the end of your sentence,
Yeah.
except like that there. It's okay. There's certain ways to go up. If you say, "What about you?" you can go up at the end of that sentence,
That's right.
but you can't say, "What about you?"
No.
Can't do that. Even though that's going up at the end of the sentence, that's a different thing. Let's try the two together. What about you? What about you? You see, that's no good. Sounds similar, but it's not.
I heard a guy
A world away.
I heard a guy last week
Uh-huh.
in the Derry City Club.
So, Robert, sorry you have to listen to this. It's
And
important.
Robert-
Sorry, there's isn't it?
It's important. Did you hear this?
But this guy in the Derry City Club, and it was his first time in, you see, and
Hello.
and the barman came over and said to him, "Yes, can I help you?" He says, "What kind of lager you got, mate?" Lager. What kind of lager you got, mate?
It's the mate thing, too.
You know. And the guy had to go.
All
Well,
heads turned, did they?
well, we've got harp, and you know, to go the whole pint and everything. you know.
Corona.
Yeah. Well, give us 2 pints of harp, mate. And you got any crisps? You know.
Oh, he's not long for this world.
No, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Because I told you about the fella I went to a bar in Derry, and at lunchtime, very unusual for me, but it was during the summer, and I just felt like a little beer, just a bottle of beer. Very unusual for me. No, I don't do that.
I know you don't.
But I was kind of parched,
Yeah.
I sat down and have a bar. I'd have a beer. So I sat at the bar and I said, "Could I have a beer, please?" What kind of beer do you want? I said, "Like a Corona. I like the Mexican stuff." You see? So he gave it to me and he said, "Enjoy." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he went, "Sorry." He realised he shouldn't have said that. Enjoy. He apologised. But I thought that was big of him. Not to apologise. More people should apologise for saying enjoy.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Are you good with that? I'm good to go.
Uh,
Robert, are you good to go?
Yes, we're good
Okay.
to go.
Oh, good to go. You see, he's learning some things you pick up on the radio. Thank you for listening. Back tomorrow.